Всем привет! Сегодня я буду с вами. Я хочу вам рассказать о моей жизни, когда я сразу приехал в Россию. Поехали. Mambo zenu wadau, ni mimi hapa tena. Nataka niwaambie juu ya matukio yote yaliyotokea nataka niwaambie juu ya matukio yote yaliyotokea wakati nilifika Urusi. Nilipotua nchini Urusi. Yeah. So hey guys, my name is Tumaini and I'm from Tanzania. I hope you know that since I spoke Swahili just a few minutes ago. But today it's I think 1 year since I left my country, and I've been through a couple of things. I'm in Russia currently studying, and I just want to talk story time video. It's a short story time video talking about my experience when I got here, at the airport, when I was leaving my home country, my parents, and everything else in between, you know, at the Qatar airport, what meal I ate, just, you know, like a story to explain the things. And when I got here, what I realized, how the studies are going to be, like my first day in class. But I just want to give you guys a short, like, general overview of how it is and how, you know, my mind took it all in the moment. And don't worry, I'm gonna throw in some photos here and there, you know, some clips of me when I was just walking around through the town, through places I know, just so you can get more immersed and you can enjoy the video more. And I hope you do enjoy the video more, because that means I'll create more content. So basically, it's going to be a short video, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. And I'm going to talk about how I felt when I came to Russia for the first time to study from Tanzania, East Africa. So let's go. Where to begin? It was on the 12th of November 2019 when I was at the airport saying bye to my parents and boarding the plane. As I was on the escalator watching my parents disappear, thinking, really? So I went through the metal detectors and I went to locate my boarding gate. And as I sat somewhere close to the windows, staring at the airplanes outside, thinking, damn, this is it. So I sent a few of my friends some text saying bye and, you know, I'll see you in a year. Little did I know that COVID-19 will wreck everything up and I wouldn't be able to go home until after 2 years, and that's even if I'm lucky. So I got on the plane. It was a huge plane, actually, to be serious. It was big to my standards because I've been on a few. And I plugged into the mainframe. I picked some movies to watch, and the 6 hours flew by just like that. So I got to Qatar, and I was marveling in the moment for some time because Qatar is just, the airport is big, and there's a train inside actually, and I took the train to my next boarding gate. After finding it through the huge building, I was adamant on buying new headphones. So I found some Sony headphones which looked legit, and I still use them to this day. After that I bought a burger, I think, burger and fries, and I had my late midnight snack, and I sat waiting for my next flight to come to Russia. A few hours went by, I was on the plane, a smaller one this time, but it was still huge to me. Sitting in the middle of a bunch of Russians, right? I didn't get the window seat this time, but who cares? So I picked a movie. I think I watched Endgame. Yeah, I watched Endgame, like from start to finish, and it was cool. It was amazing, you know. Endgame. It's just So when I got to Russia, it was quite cold. And I had one of these coats, a blue coat that my dad had given me. It's just ends, cuts to the arms here, and don't know how to explain that, but yeah. And I got there, took my luggage, and I had to pass through the customs, and it really took a lot of time. And I showed them my passport, and they're just staring at it, saying, "You're from Tanzania?" "Oh, really?" And they were passing around my passport, saying, "Look at the photos," because my passport has like photos of animals on the pages, and I can say it's really pretty. So they're just in amazement and staring in awe at my passport. But eventually, I was told to wait, sit down somewhere with a bunch of other foreigners, and they had to process my passport somewhere else because it was like, I think it was new to them, or they suspected something, but I don't know. And after like an hour or so waiting, I got my passport back and I went through the customs and everything. And yeah, I was in Russia now, finally there. It was cold inside also as well, but not that cold. And I walked by waiting for the guy, looking for him, the guy who came to pick me up, and I spotted him. He's a Pakistani guy. Yeah, he came pick me up and asked me, "Do you want to eat something?" And I was like, "No, I already ate." I'm really shy when people like offer me some food, and I'm like, "No, I already ate." He asked me twice, "Do you want to eat something?" And I was like, "Okay, fine, sure." So what do you want to eat, KFC or McDonald's? And I was like, "Oh, fried chicken, please." So we went to KFC, bought some food, and before I knew it, we were in a taxi going to the bus station because the university that I was admitted to isn't in Moscow. It's in a city called Nizhny Novgorod. So I had to take a bus from Moscow to Nizhny Novgorod. So after a bit of walking through the metro station in Moscow and through the taxi, I finally got to the bus stop like 5 minutes before the bus was supposed to leave. I bought the ticket and I said bye to the guy. I haven't seen him ever since. But one day when I go to Moscow, I guess I'll see him again. So I was now on the bus to Nizhny Novgorod, and it was expected to be like a 6-hour drive. And I had forgotten to take a piss. So I had not pissed at this moment, and I really needed to go to the toilet. But the bus was about to leave, and I didn't know how to speak Russian enough to ask them, "Where's the toilet? Can I go take a piss?" So shy me just sat in the bus and said, "Hopefully we'll stop somewhere. Hopefully we'll stop somewhere and I'll go to the toilet." This sun is like... So, since I had my new headphones, I listened to music for like the whole ride. Almost the whole ride, just switching through music on repeat, shuffle, repeat this one, and I just listened to music the whole time. Thank God I bought those earphones, but all that while I was thinking, I need to go, please. I need to go to the toilet. And finally, after the 4-hour mark, we stopped somewhere. And I went out, I was so relieved. I asked, "Where's the toilet?" He said, in Russian, I think it's Gidia Toilet. Gidia Toilet. I think it's like that. And I found the toilet, I took a piss, and it was like, it was glorious. After that, I was on the bus again. And now, after that, they took like frequent stops to like smoke, because smoking breaks is very common, I guess. And after a couple of minutes, after 6 hours, we were in Nizhny Novgorod. Found myself it was night already. It was like 4. No, it was 6, yeah, it was 6. And it was very dark. This time of the year, it was like, what is it? Autumn. Autumn going to winter, so the days are shorter. So it gets dark really quickly, earlier. And the guy, the agent, Dimitri, he came, picked me up there, and he asked me, "Do you want something to eat?" And again, I told him, "No, I already had something to eat." He's like, "Are you sure?" "Okay, sure. What do you want?" "What do you have for me?" And "Do you want McDonald's or KFC?" And this time I said, "No, I already had some KFC. Let me try McDonald's now." So he bought me a meal, like 2 burgers, and he bought me 2 sets of meals. And he said, "Let me take you to the hostel. You stay for the night, and tomorrow I'll find you another place. You can go stay at the university." So I'm like, "Fine, sure. Whatever you say, bro." And we went, found a place to sleep. It was a nice hostel with a room. I think I still have photos of the place somewhere in my phone up to now. But yeah. And no, I didn't take a shower the first day because I was afraid, like, it's a hostel, I don't know what the rules are. I was like, okay. I'll just stay inside, eat, change. I didn't even find the bed. I just slept on the sofa. I didn't know it was like an open up type of bed. You know, open. You pulled some stuff and the sofa turns into a bed, but no, I didn't know. I just slept on the sofa. It was cool for me. I think I wrote down in a book like my first day, and I was writing everything down. I have that book still. And one day I'll look back to those days and read and think, oh my God, you know. But till then, it's just like everything is cool so far. So I went to the university the other day, registered everything, went to the hospital for checkups, and thank God I didn't have anything to like stop me from going to the university. I didn't have AIDS, you know. I'm HIV negative, guys. So, and joined the university. Didn't meet my roommate till later on because he wasn't there. And yeah, I was finally there after a 2-day flight. On the 14th of November, I was in my room, unpacking, getting used to the bed and everything. And it was nice actually. So after that, when we started classes, the first thing that stuck out to me was like, damn. I thought, you know, the classes would be huge and there would be lots of people, but since it was just the language course for like a few of us, a few guys, you know, it was nice actually at first. And actually, to be honest, I didn't start classes till like a month later because my group wasn't fully, you know, because there are groups. And my group was a short of a few students, yeah. So didn't go to class, you know, just roaming around the city, taking photos, just walking around. It was cold and I wasn't even properly equipped. After some days, I went to buy a coat, which I spent too much money on, and shoes, which I also spent too much money on because I didn't know where to buy nice shoes. But I have those shoes still today, and they're pretty good. They're pretty nice, so it's a win-win for me. I met a couple of Africans there, but none from Tanzania. No one from Tanzania. No one from Kenya. No one from Uganda. No one from Rwanda. No one from Burundi. It was no one from East Africa. Just people from West Africa, and they all spoke French. So yeah, I had to learn a bit of French too, you know, to make ends meet and just to talk to my roommate. And I learned bonsoir, bonjour. Those are pretty basic. I learned to say, how to say this? Je connais. Je connais is like I know. And maintenant is now. And tu dis quoi is like what do you say? Or qu'est-ce que tu dis is like what do you say also. So I learned a couple of French words. But that was all before this girl came. This girl, a girl came and she was also from a French-speaking country and she joined my group and that's when everything changed, bro. I mean, like everything changed. And I'll talk about her in another thing, you know, another story time. But the teacher was kind, everyone was kind, you know. I went to the stores and I didn't know Russian at that time, just know how to say like privyet. It was Здравствуйте, I think I'm saying it right, like hello. And the Skoda store, how much it would cost, and Spasiba, thank you, and just normal stuff, just walking around. It was fun, and I now had like a year to learn Russian, so I go to university and start studying what I wanted to study in the first place. But I really enjoyed the first few days, and the people were kind. The teacher was kind, she was a lady named Anna. And I had like weird thoughts about that, about the teacher, and I, you know, because some points we would make eye contact, and I was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable now. But anyway, nothing actually happened. But it was a nice experience, and yeah, that's it, I guess. So now I'm in Russia. I'm in my university. I'm learning Russian. I have a roommate, a bunch of African friends. I talk to Russians like just a few. They're not kind, they're not rude, and everything is nice actually. I call my parents, tell them I'm here, I'm safe, and we'll be staying in touch, and hopefully all goes well. See you guys next year. But we all know what happened in 2020. Yeah, coronavirus closed all the airports and shit, so I couldn't go back. But anyway, here I am. I made this YouTube video because I stayed in Russia, so I guess You know, uh, some small things lead to bigger things, and I hope this small video lead to bigger channel one day in the future. But who knows? Who knows the future? Right now it's just me and you, and I'm starting to drift off and talk about some philosophical stuff. But anyway, that's the story. I wish I had more like interesting points. No, that's it. And thank you for watching.